What up, everybody?
What's going on, y'all?
Hell yeah.
Feel a lot better.
Welcome to the Beard and Wolf Show.
I was expecting it to kick back in, but I think I kicked its ass.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to mount one of the smallest tires, if not the smallest tire, in a 1.0
James, Donna, Debbie.
with an Islander kit.
There's Jeff, Andy. Girls Can RC too.
Hell yeah.
I was talking to James. I'm pretty sure Girls Can RC 2 is a minor, so we have to watch our mouths, guys.
Oh.
She was in the chat earlier and checked out her channel, and just so we don't, put our foot in our mouths, we're gonna have to watch our mouths.
You're right. You're
I'm
welcome
talking
to
for
watch.
legal reasons there, girls. She said you guys are okay.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not about what you think, it's about what the law thinks.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not all about swearing there.
There's other grown-up adult stuff that takes place on this channel that we are not going to be able to do.
Concepts and things of that nature, things that are said that, shouldn't be said around people underage. That's all. Not a cut on you or anything. It's just the way it is. So, we're not singling you out or, anything like that. I'm just letting everybody in the chat know, let's clean it up a little bit. What's up, Max? Jeff. There's Kev. Yes, David. I was thinking the same thing, so I went and checked things out. And yep, I understand, girls. I just don't want any problems when it comes down the road with YouTube or whatever. We don't need that kind of thing. No. We're just a cool little community hangs out. We don't want to.
Daytime's RC Adventure. What's
up, Daytime? He was in there at James's earlier.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So I had told girls that if she showed up, I would show my course.
Yep, I understand. No worries.
Yeah, no problem. It's not a problem at all. We're not asking you to leave or anything like that. I'm just making sure that nobody makes a mistake. That's all.
Just to clarify, how old are you?
Yes, that would help.
Because then we know what to keep it rated.
Yeah, we got to be GPG.
Yeah.
Rock said they got too much rain. Settings, camera, and boom. Solo, please.
Boom. 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 Yeah, buddy. Look at that.
This is 4 feet wide. That is 7 feet in the air. We are 16 feet from the end up there.
Oop. Oops.
This is stage 1.
Oh, I dropped a screw.
Welcome to Wolf Mountain.
Dagnabbit.
Tripping over shit.
Jim's tripping.
Oh, just over a chair.
Huh. You'll never believe what I just found on the floor.
What's that?
Remember when I was putting the antenna in the great white buffalo?
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
thought I had to drill it out, and the damn thing just popped out.
Right.
Yeah, I found that antenna on the floor. But
So
I
we're
can't
about
find my screw I need.
36 feet from the beginning of the course at this point.
I'm doing fabulous.
Thanks, Jay.
Okay. I am working on my daughter's rig right now. I'm stealing some tires off of it and swapping them out with some other ones.
Thanks, girls. What is your name so we don't just keep calling you girls, by the way?
Right. Well, it could be one.
Thanks, Brock.
It could be just one girl.
Right. Well, it's her. Girls RC or girls can RC2. I think that's her name. Yeah, girls can RC2. Yeah, that's it. 12 inches of rain. Holy crap. From daytime.
Wow.
Andy said I watched a couple of it.
I did it.
Yes, me too, Andy. I watched them. Couldn't comment. Right. It tells you to comment, but it couldn't comment.
Look at I did it.
Oh, on the one-ups. No kidding. What are those?
No. The Islander.
Okay, an Islander. All right.
Yeah. They fit. I thought it was going to be like a serious issue because they don't have much sidewall.
What's up, Dustin DeBrule? Crazy to Mofo in the house.
Totally worked.
Actually, I can't tonight, man. I'm just getting over the flu, or I'm still got it, kind of. I don't know. I think it broke. I think I'm doing better, but man, I just can't smoke right now. What's up, Brian? Brian Koshner in the house. Yes, that's exactly right, Brian.
This is
Brian.
Nothing stock.
Yeah, that's Alex's way.
Yeah,
Megan. So what's up? Brian said, "Is that black piece at the bottom a catch basin for rolling trucks?" You got it, Brian. We had the hill climbs right there. I'm switching the camera up. So these hill climbs are so steep that trucks come a tumbling down. So this tree catches a lot of them. That's why it's all bent up. But yeah, if you make it past this lip here, we had trucks going to the floor. So I put in a trampoline.
For some reason, the Winnie Pooh song just popped in my head when you said "Come tumbling down." In the rain. Can't tell I have kids.
Yeah, the only thing I know anything about Winnie the Pooh anymore is the Tao of Pooh. And it's a book written from the perspective of Winnie the Pooh to help you understand Taoism. It's been a long time since I've seen Winnie the Pooh.
G. Carter, what up?
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I just took I took a sheet, like jersey sheet, material, and I stapled it all in. And then I took a string and I ran it on through the outer edge to keep a firm grip, so that when you hit, the outer edge doesn't give way, and then you just tumble out anyway. So it gives a solid edge. Yeah, it's a good time. What's up, Gucci? G Carter in the house. Let's scan back up here and see if corned beef fresh out of the crock pot. Double A. What's up, Aaron?
You know who girls reminded me of just now?
What's that?
It's nothing they said, but somebody just popped in my head. The Lego Kid. What the heck happened to him?
Yeah, I don't know. He just disappeared. Remember, he was around. Yeah, still sick. Daytime said he's in the Boot Heel of Missouri. Been getting hammered with storms and rain all week. No filming for him. Makes him sad.
Yeah, I know what storms you're talking about, too. We got some of them up here.
Yeah,
The last.
this is Michigan. Jay lives about there, and I live way over here.
Yep.
And the weather, when it comes in, it goes this way. Well,
yep.
It comes across this way and misses me most of the time. It goes right up and that way. I'm down by Michigan International Speedway if you're into NASCAR. Brian said we're about to have everyone. Oh, Eeyore's 60th birthday party down in Austin. Okay, really? Huh.
Eeyore.
It's been a little festival down here forever. Bunch of hippies, drum circle. Oh, okay. Kind of like Hash Bash here in Ann Arbor. Cold Crawlers, what's up, brother? He says hippies stink.
Cold Crawlers really likes this one.
Ah. You mean cream puff?
No, Great White Buffalo. I changed it. It used to be cream puff. But now it's the Great White Buffalo.
Brock said he's been having fun crawl therapy on his indoor course last few days. Heck yeah, man.
I need to get another sticker made to put on the back of it over here that says "Got Sand."
Okay.
And then I need to put a Silver Lake flag on the front of it.
And those who don't know, here in Michigan on our west coast, on Lake Michigan itself, there's huge sand dunes that run along that coast, which Jason just mentioned, the Silver Lake. And so the guys on that side of the state do a lot of that sand stuff.
Yep. I grew up in the dunes. I loved it out there.
Never even been on them.
Really?
How would I ever have an opportunity to go on them?
Oh, dude, I gotta get your ass out there, dude. Oh, it's so much fun.
Not from out that, I'm not from out that way. I don't know anybody with a sand rig, so.
My red truck, I've taken my red truck out there. It does great. Did great. I don't have it no more. But
we did this side of the state, it's all mud.
Yeah.
We've got mud. I mean, like the kind of mud that just grabs you and pulls you down, embraces you, wants to keep you forever.
Yep.
We're all boggy, lots of bogs and stuff like that. So we got the real black mud.
Yeah, the mud we have over here is like clay based. It's as you walk through it, you gradually get taller because it just sticks to you.
Yeah, our mud, if you tried to walk through it, you would just stop. You step, and maybe one more step, and then you're up to your knees and you're stuck. No, Jeff, I can't afford to keep that Ford, man. I'm selling it. Jeff said, "Get your old Ford fixed up and go to the dunes."
Ooh, that would be pretty good.
I don't have the money.
It's surprisingly because you take a truck that does extremely well in the mud and it's gonna freaking shine out in the dunes. It's crazy.
Well, my truck is a mud truck. I mean, it was designed for mud. It's a bad mudder.
Bad mudder trucker.
Go Crawlers, never ending story mud. Drown your horse in. That's it, man. Yeah, we got just real black, nasty.
Smells
Aaron
nasty
said
too.
sand dunes are kicking the butt. So much fun. Joe, come here. Brock said most of their mud is red clay. What's up, Nate?
Our clay here is like a gray, like baby diarrhea color. Nasty looking.
And Brock said the other half of our dirt is for growing tobacco. Oh, I know. Grumpy boy. Now, what is up with my damn... Oh, I see. My computer kept dimming.
What? Trying to mount.
There. My computer kept going dim and I couldn't figure out why, and then I realized, oh, it wasn't on, or it wasn't playing. Donna sent you love, Joe.
Shit.
So, I got my 5-year anniversary. Can I get a solo?
Yep.
And 5-year anniversary, ugly. Number 9. And then.
No, and then.
And then. So there's a C1 titanium long wheelbase. I already got my brass axles on there. 9 and 25. And I have an original first run of the brass servo beast in matte to match the axles. And a brass transmission my good buddy Andy gave me for my birthday. So shocks, drive shafts, throw that. I think maybe a Valkyrie. Oh yeah. And of course the UPWs with the brass ring. And I did them out with black screws. So we're all black and brass here. Except for that titanium chassis.
Black and blacks.
James ordered the rear JLU links from Mofo today. Heck yeah, man. Thanks,
Just
Denny.
the rear?
Donna.
Why did he order just
Thanks,
the rear?
I remember, Raggy. Yeah. I'm done, dude. You know, you can finish with the solo.
Oh.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Cole. You know what, Cole? I've been debating about that. He asked what body I'm going to put on this. Because it's a long wheelbase, you know, I'm going to need something longer, like, you know, gladiator type length. So Andy said it's pretty stinking freaking sweet.
Heck yeah.
Oh, James is ordering the fronts next week. Oh, okay. What's up, Bruce Stevens? Welcome back, brother.
Bruce
How you
Stevens in
doing?
the house. Hell yeah.
So yeah, kind of excited. This thing sits so flat. I mean, look at that. It's just flat.
And this is the only case where flat is good.
Yeah, you wouldn't want a flat pop or a flat beer. You wouldn't want your dough flat, you know, you want it to rise. What are you laughing at?
Kevin!
There he is.
Kevin!
What's going on, Kev? He was here at the beginning,
Yeah.
very beginning before we started, but then he must have had to do something.
I was supposed to actually go over there tonight, but
Oh,
I set up the live stream and stuff, and then I literally woke up from laying down with Toby at like 9:45. I'm like, oh shit. And then yeah. About the time I sent you the link is when I woke up.
yeah, it was getting to about the time I was going to call. Because we've been there before.
Yes.
It was like 10:05.
I've actually been in on stage, like in the studio with this all pulled up, but not live. Jim popped in and could see me sleeping.
Yeah. Yoo-hoo! What's up, Jeremy T?
Jeremy T in the house.
Oops.
Man. Oh, that fucking cat. Pardon my French.
Yeah.
This one cat of mine just will not shut up.
I was scanning back. Aaron said that dinner hit the spot. He was hungry.
Yeah.
Looking back, comment about the course. Yes, what I showed there is just stage one. All of the rest of that, the tables that are in construction now, that's going to be. This is set up themed in the Appalachian Mountain style. Then we're going to be moving on into the Rocky Mountains and then over into Red Rock and Moab. What's going on, Kayshawn? How you doing, man? Started getting these together. Those portals from Mofo, those old nylon portals that you could get from him
Oh yeah.
way back.
Yep.
I don't know if you can still get them. I haven't seen them in a while, so I don't think he carries them anymore. But that's the ones going on this plastic ripper. I'll be damned, Joe went back up by himself. Kayshawn started his IR60 build. That's awesome. Andy got his heavyweight brass knuckles for his X15 nylons. Heck yeah, those are going on the Red Baron, right, Andy? Grr. I'm not sure yet, Donna, because it is a long wheelbase. I'm gonna have to put, I've tried a couple of shorter ones, and I'm just not sure if that's where I want to go. I don't know. Still thinking. Trying to figure it out. I might even just go with a model body. I don't know. Yeah. A couple to
Which
choose
model? Cindy Crawford.
Well, no, if it was going to be like that, it'd have to be Kathy Ireland, right? Actually, we're talking about these models.
Yeah.
And those are like 2 and 3 deep. Those are like 2 and 3 deep all the way to the back. Basically, this is the stock sheet from Hobby Lobby. How they're supposed to stock their shelves. And it shows all the different models. And I've got basically all of those. More builds. More builds. Got a bunch of WPL stuff up there. Way up there. Like all those boxes up there. It's all WPL. But I still need to put together. There's my tire wall. And then that's what I've been testing here lately. Before I got sick. Few more. I think I'm going to put that new ugly chassis on Animal. I think it's time.
And then he'll be an ugly animal.
Yeah. There's Animal. And that's Animal, my truck. What are you doing, Joe?
God dang it.
Sounds good, Andy. Okay, Sean, what's this now? X15 front axle with stock rear, Endura purple Viper motor, ESC, went with a purple body. What now? I guess maybe I should go and see if you were talking about something first.
Okay, two of my screws to my
So what build
wheel.
is that, Kayshawn? You lost what?
Two of my screws from my freaking rims. I can't find them anywhere. I even took this freaking magnet and went across the floor with it.
Yeah, rims are like that. No, if you're gonna be down here, you gotta sit here, dude. Can't have you wandering around down here eating rocks.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's right, Kayshawn. Okay. I lost track. Dude, I'm talking to a few people. I see. Okay, he's got an X15 front and then stock rear on that IR60. Dude, what are you doing? Nibbling on my finger like, let me down. You'll break your tooth, man. All right, I'm going to put him upstairs.
Okay. Yep, that's what I did. I went to the spare box. Heck yeah. I need to get me 1 or 2 3S bats for the 24s. Yeah. I used to have, is this 3S? No, it's a 2 bell. I used to have a couple of 3S batteries. Shane, what's up, dude? Not much. Haven't bought anything new but some 124 stickers. Stickers are always good. Oh, shit. Oh. Ugh. Amazon has some Gen Ace 3S 450 mAh for under $20. Heck yeah, that's a good deal.
Come back. Kayshawn, so far, great slow crawl, plenty of power on 3S. Yeah. Gotta love the 3S. James said he needs to get 1 or 2 3S batteries. What's up, G? Badass G in the house. How you doing, Shane? I said that, and then here's a comment like, 5, 6 past. He was answering the question I just asked. Not much. Haven't bought anything new, but some 124 stickers. Thanks for anticipating.
I asked him what was up when he popped in.
Oh, okay. Got a built, not bought sign, and a for sale sign. Okay, built, not bought, and a for sale sign. Like the shipbox certified 1-2. Andy's going to be quiet for a little bit. I'll go as fast as I can, try and eat up this ice cream sandwich. What? No eclairs, Andy?
Right?
Just to let you know there, Shane, Girls Can RC 2 is a new fan. And just we talked about this a little bit earlier, and it's not a problem. It's nothing. It just make it known so that we all behave ourselves. She is a minor. Okay. G said they're all from Little Guy Racing. Cool.
Oh, the stickers. The stickers.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure it out. No chocolate eclairs. And all out of them. Oh, bummer, Andy. Well, that's kind of fortuitous, actually, because I'm kind of on the wagon this week because my lungs haven't been able to handle it. So she's a tough miner, though. Yeah, pickaxe, She says, "Heck yeah." What are these? Huh. Just found some Mofo brass JLU rear.
Nice.
JLU C10 rear links. I don't know where they came from. Oh, okay. Okay, now I know. I was putting them on these portals. Go on the Ripper, that plastic one.
Jim, remember the rabbit hole I went down I told you about?
No.
About the piano players?
That jumbled up in my ears. I'm sorry.
About the piano players?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Great.
This guy that I'm watching now, he likes to play the old like Western style saloon music.
Okay. That would be interesting. Just not a fan of the Suburban, Cole. He said do a Suburban on the long one. I'm just not a fan of, well, Chevys in general, but I mean, the Suburban I don't really care for. I like my Ford Dent size, man.
Yep,
Never
me
was a
too.
fan of the Chevys. Not that there's anything wrong with it if you like them, but not everybody likes blue either. School bus, no.
Shane likes the Suburbans too.
That's cool. Yeah. He's got one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He brought it here. He was running on the course.
Yeah.
We do competitions once a month here, and we have a Saturday crawl. Usually there'd be guys here right now. as many as 10, 12, 13, 14 guys show up sometimes. And once a month we do a crawl, a comp. And what we've been doing is David Thompson here in the chat sent me 3D printed bodies and a CNC cutout carbon fiber chassis. Here, I'll grab it.
Yes, Crow. Yes, yep. That's my dream truck right there.
4-door Bronco. So that's the chassis he designed and cut out. Then he printed all these pieces for it. And he printed this body up. With the tonneau cover. And a rack to go on top there. It's all magnet mounted. And he said, do what you will with them. Well, I'm giving them out as the grand prize for the comp. We do 3 months, and then the highest in points gets it. And I'll be doing 3 of those. And then for the final 3 months of the year, I'm going to do a build. And that'll be the grand prize in December. Yeah, Cole, that would be a possibility. I don't know. I don't think that WT Micro one would fit this chassis. I think it's a bit longer than this chassis, actually. Heck yeah, Cole, I wish you lived here too, man. 88 Suburban in high school, said G.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've known a couple guys had Suburban. I mean, they're cool for what they are, just not my style. But no, I'm gonna definitely do a Lexan body with this for sure, because it's a C1 that's Nick designed it to compete in Class 1 competition. So that being said, thinking about what I just said there, I may have to put a brushed motor in this, because you got to have brushed for C1 Class 1. So I had forgotten about that. So maybe I'll just do that.
Torque Beast X
180. Right, Cole. So yeah, I'm not sure what body. That's why I'm in a dilemma right now. What body to use? I could use a one of the model bodies, because they are relatively light. I mean, obviously not as light as a Lexan, but this thing is all brass.
Right.
So, I want to try and keep it as light as possible. But we'll see. Just got it on Tuesday, and I got this far by Thursday. Wednesday, I think.
Thursday.
Was it Thursday?
Friday.
Mm-mm.
Saturday.
Definitely not Saturday. I've had it together sitting.
It ended in a Y.
Huh?
It ended in a Y.
Yes, it was a day with a Y. Yeah. Gladiator's a good looking rig. Yes. Yeah, I just don't want a Gladiator. More than likely, what I'm thinking about is like the LGRP, that their competition, like the Toyota body. Because I know that one's pretty long, but I don't know how big it is. So I'm not sure if that would work on this chassis or not. Still thinking about it.
Would one of those bodies that Aaron got be too heavy?
The WT Micro. Well, again, yeah, it's a hard body. I mean, I could go with that, if that would even fit. See, I think that's probably too long for this chassis. I don't know. Because they had to come up with that special chassis for it.
Oh yeah, you're
You
right.
got to get the big country chassis, and that's bigger than this. I think. X Factor,
Yeah.
right, Cole? So I don't believe that would work with this chassis. I
No.
think that would be too long for this chassis. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning toward that X Factor, Cole, right? But I don't have any money right now, so it's the point's moot. And I'm not gonna have any money for a minute. That 5th year was.
Yeah, we're not going to have any money to spare for a while either. We got our Explorer fixed. We can pick it up on Monday, so it wasn't $2,000, but it was like
What's up,
$1,200.
Arizona? So James said the X Factor is an OBS 150. He thinks I could be wrong, James. I didn't get a real good look at it, so I don't know. I just assumed, I guess.
Well, we should have somebody quick look it up and throw up a link.
Arizona sanding some bird here.
But my laptop is out of commission. Closure.
Yeah, this chassis it's got the bumper mounts front and rear here, just like stock. So yeah, I will definitely have bumpers on here. What I'd like is like that big old push bar bumper that Jason's got on his rig there. I'd really like that. WT has some new bodies coming this month. Yes, Arizona. I did get the long wheelbase.
This thing fits perfectly with this truck. Like even the blinkers, like it's just so perfect.
Oh, I know. I've always liked that push bar since it came out with the 3 holes.
Yeah.
At the top there. Yeah. That's what Arizona got, the titanium LWB. Right. Yep. Yes, Gladiator length, Carl. Welcome to the show, by the way. Yeah, this was the 5th year anniversary package. Got the axles, the chassis. The transmission was given to me by Andy, and the links I just had on hand. So, and the skid plate. All move forward.
Yeah, I agree with you, Johnny.
What's up, Johnny Lee?
There's not a whole lot of options.
Well, and that's another body I've got. I do have an Iceberg, Johnny. I've got the Generation 1 Bronco from Iceberg. So, and I've checked it, and I might be able to make that work. So,
you know what I think would be cool? So you know how Axial came out with the Dodge Power Wagon? If they came out with the same length chassis, but instead of the Power Wagon, they put the freaking Ford Excursion on it.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That would be cool.
So Lachlan, welcome to the show. He said X Factor's a Toyota. Fake. It's very long. I have one and cut it shorter. Okay. So yeah, I mean, and I was thinking it was a longer one, so I was thinking that it would work with this C1, being that it's the Gladiator. These are Gladiator rear links here. It's 70 mil. You can read that. No. Arizona's got to stock up on links. Got 3 sets of C10, but need another Gladiator. Yeah. All right, girls. We'll catch you later. Heading
See
out.
ya.
Well, thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you next
Hell
time.
yeah. Same time every week. See, I just can't do the van.
Arizona says Chevy panel van.
I can't. I don't know. Well, the Chevy panel van's Gravedigger, but still.
I've actually got one in a model.
Nate, what's up, man?
There's Nate. How you doing, brother? He said, still here, just wrenching on RCs. He was laying low. He didn't want to say something wrong. He didn't say that. I did.
No, I know.
So I appreciate everybody watching their mouth. Apparently she took off. So we're clear. Just hate to discourage young ones. I know we're more of an adult-oriented community, but
Right.
I guess we've been making an exception for a decent, respectable kid. You mean like that one?
Shit. Totally put that screw in the wrong way.
Arizona got a red asunder. Nick sent a white one also. He didn't like the red. Yes, he is a really nice guy. Yeah, I've never met a better, nicer businessman in my life. I mean, Nick he's not a businessman. He's one of us that just runs a business. You know?
Yeah.
He's just one of the best people I know. I mean, there's just not much else I could say. You know, he's just that great of a guy. That's why I stick with him 100%. You know, he makes great products. He's had a few failures. You know, we all do, and you know, he's innovating and creating. So, you know, he's going to stumble on something once in a while. It happens. And every once in a while, like somebody was in the Mofo team chat the other day complaining about they'd got a motor and it was stuttering and this and that. And everybody was like, hey, contact Nick, let him know, you know, and he'll take care of it. And they were like, you know, I'm just disappointed and blah, blah, blah. It was their first brushless motor from Nick and just totally negative. And it's like, man, if you had just reached out to him.
Right.
What's up, coffee cup? How you doing, man? So, yeah, Mofo all the way, man. Hell, we got to open this.
I can't believe I got these freaking rock locks to stretch over.
Those are rock locks? I didn't realize those were rock locks, man.
Yeah.
Y'all know those are like 48 millimeter tires he stuck on UPWs with a Highlander kit.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not realize those were the rock locks.
Lachlan.
You're right, Lachlan. Lachlan said, and it was probably something he did wrong, not the motor. And yeah, my guess is that when the motor or when your wires come out of the motor, he, bent them or, jarred them in some way to break those fine wire connections. I've done that on a NanoBam. It ran fine and then it didn't because I did something wrong. But Nick still covers people when they do that. Sometimes. I mean, I'm not going to guarantee, if you call them up and tell them, oh, I broke my motor, it's not the way it's going to go, but. Carl's got to go.
See you, Carl.
We'll see you next time, Carl. I was trying to watch this tonight, he says. Well, we'll see you in the replay, man. Have a good night. Peace.
I know how you feel. That's the way I was last night. Oof.
Arizona says the stretch going to make them stance kids happy. Yep.
Yeah.
Lachlan said, good day, Beard. Yeah. Yeah, there's certain people like that stretched. I think I'm more partial to standard length, really. The C-bolt, C10 front, deadbolt rear, that's my preferred wheelbase.
I think he was referring to the stretch around the wheel.
Oh, I got you. I thought he was talking about that long wheelbase chassis he got. You're right. I'm sure you're right.
Yeah.
That's true, Max. He said he's seen people accidentally run a brushless motor with loose screws and a washer get caught up in the windings.
Oh, yeah.
That's fixable. You can go and you can look and you'll find that fucker. And I've had just from like having them in my box here, because there's various little washers and shit. All the stuff for these motors is in there. So, right. Arizona said I meant the tires. Yep. He corrected me. Yeah, Lachlan. Good question. How's the back, Donna? Arizona said install with too long a screw. Yeah, exactly. There's lots of things that we can do to screw something up. Donna says she's getting better. That's good to hear, baby. Frankie Mabry, what's up, man? Her legs are getting better also. Cool. Good to hear.
Sweet.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it kicked its ass today, but I'm wrong.
Still feeling shitty?
No, I can feel the fever coming back on.
Oh, frick. That sucks.
I'm not of that camp of fevers are bad. Oh, you need fever reducer, keep the fever down. I'm 100% the other direction. Fever is what your body does to kill the virus.
Right.
So my
If
my opinion is,
if your fever gets too hot, it could fuck you up. Like
my body knows
brain-wise.
better than that. My body knows better. When I was a kid, I was like 2, 3 years old, still on the army base, and I got really sick. And they had to take me into the hospital because my fever got so high. I mean, I don't remember. It's been 50 some years. So I don't recall what the story was. It 106, something like that. I mean, it was way too high. I mean, like dangerously high. And I was there for hours. Like at home, my mom had me in the bathtub, and finally they ran me to the hospital. And this was in the early
those
70s,
tires.
so nobody took their kids to the hospital back then.
These tires aren't going to stay on here. They're almost too small.
Oh, Lachlan's in Tasmania for a wedding. All right, man. Well, you have a great time, and we will catch you next time. We'll see you then, man. Peace.
Yeah, these tires.
Watch out for those devils while you're there, man.
Right?
What you got? Blow yourself up, man.
I think they're too small.
I don't know. I think it kind of goes with it, really.
Yeah.
I kind of think it kind of matches. I don't know.
You like the frozen stickers Eliza put all over it?
Hi, Alex Gonzalez. Did I miss you or did I say that? James says he thinks they work. But yes, it is a diecast, Alex.
Yep.
It's the diecast king. Come on.
I've seen another chassis on Amazon I might play around with for these diecasts. It's more of a LCG chassis. All aluminum. Can't really remember the brand, but not at all, Jason. Run it as is. Sweet. Now these can go on my recreation of my C10.
Now, you can do that body in model body.
Yeah. Yep.
This is one of the postal.
That's the year my dad has. I made that red and white one for my dad. It was diecast.
This is the postal series. So this was issued as a stamp. And then the model company did it in a tin. This is actually a tin. It comes in.
Any more rubber on those tires doesn't work with the body. Looked okay other than tad too high. Yeah. It's kind of what I was thinking. But if I go any lower when I turn, the tires are going to actually run into the bumper. So I can't go any lower.
Well, I mean, it is a lifted off-road vehicle. It's gotta be real high. There's a Zona said, "Yep."
That's kind of why Chevys don't really always work well to put bigger tires on, because their wheel wells are so small.
Swooshed Out RC. It's a husband and wife team. They're new to the community.
What up?
Well, not new. They've been watching a long time. They're big fans, but they just started commenting.
So now we can say we've been swooshed.
07 GMC Yukon Denali body. You would probably be best off trying to get a hold of like Eric Lewis. He does 3D printing. Yes. And he does an amazing job on custom bodies for people.
Oh, Jim,
Um,
that's what you could do for that chassis.
Yeah, I can't afford it. I was kind of
Yeah,
thinking I'd try to go with something I have first.
yeah,
Maybe, but if I'm gonna buy something, I'd probably just go with that LGRP Lexon because I do want to
yeah.
keep it as light as possible. I haven't made a decision. You know, I'll figure something out here and go from there. Um, if I was gonna do something from Eric, I would probably do that VW bus pickup that he did recently.
Oh yeah,
It was it 6, 8
that
weeks ago he showed.
that thing's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, for the LWB.
Hmm.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna open this.
Oh, I got tires and tires and tires. Oh, double A still in there. I don't know if you've seen last night, but I got the Betty wheels for you.
So here's that kit, the Chevy sedan delivery. Kind of cool. Actually, the barrels you see in that picture that I showed, it actually comes with the barrels,
Oh, nice.
5 of them.
So I will be sending these to Double A along with his flag.
Excellent. He said, "Sweet, thanks, Jason." Wonder what they got stuck. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. Well, it's a hood. I see. Yeah. It's a pretty cool model, actually. Yeah, this would be way too small for this chassis. Yeah. I mean, oh, wait. Wait, fits perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'd just be way too long in the front. And wheelbase just don't quite work. No matter how it went. Well, that'll end up on something. Yeah, they show you the barrels right there. You get them in the kit. Love these models that you get these bonus pieces in, like the barrels, or there's a
Yeah.
pickup, a Chevy pickup that's Coke. So you get a whole die cast, or it's it's a die cast Coke machine. Alex said rat rod, way too long for the rat rod, Alex. Or are you saying this is a rat rod? Oh, Alex is wondering about Schmink or
Oh, he's good. He's
Sleep.
doing real good.
Your buddy who was in a motorcycle accident. Yeah, well, both of them, Schmink and Sleek, both were.
Yeah.
Arizona likes the body and front fenders separate like that. Aaron wonders if the Betty tires were from you originally. Oh, from Andy. Were they from Andy?
I don't know. I don't know. I want to say I ordered them right from Axiom. I can't remember.
Oh, Andy still got his. Aaron wants to know how Bob the Builder's doing.
He's doing good. Swelling has gone down. I spoke to him yesterday. He's talking really well. Still in a bit of pain though. As to be expected. But yeah, he's doing really good. Yep.
For those who don't know, Bob the Builder is Jason's dad, and he was bit by a dog in the face.
Bad. Really bad.
Right in the neck, too.
The doctors lost count at 135 stitches. Still can't get over how big these damn tires are.
Which ones? Oh, those are the Mudslingers, right?
Yeah.
From DJ Crawler.
The Mudslinger X's. They're huge. No, I think these are Hobby Sold.
Oh, okay, Hobby Soul. You're right.
Yeah.
Arizona said he's been bit 3 times. Well, that's no fun.
I've been bit once. Damn guy's lucky I didn't freaking break the dog's neck. And the damn thing, I even gave him a treat. I gave him a treat, turned around and went back to work, and he freaking got me in the back of the leg.
That's some bullshit there.
Yeah. Well, I just did all my wrenching.
I'm looking at that ugly AF.
Oh,
Animal. Number 9.
mhm.
The ugliest fuck. He sure is, Aaron. Aaron said, well, thanks anyway, Andy, for everything you do. You're an amazing friend. He truly is.
Hell yeah.
James got bit in the ass by Adobe. I'm sorry for laughing, but that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Especially the way you put it. He says funny now, but not yeah, I bet. Yeah, Swoosh. This is the 5th anniversary throwback. Nick did it in titanium for the 5th anniversary, and I have several uglies. Let me grab some. Legacy here. This is an ugly AF that I bobbed. It's the titanium one. And it's a different version. And there's this one. And this is my Fjord prototype Rebel. This is on the carbon ugly AF. Same version as the titanium you saw there. And I bobbed it as well in the rear there. That's because with this body and cage, you just don't need the frame rail sticking out beyond where they are. A full mofo build. Yep, all Ford. Lots of Fords here. What else? Oh, here's another one. This is Sniper.
Oh yeah.
Did my own custom slider skid plate. That's another carbon AF. Another all mofo build. That's the Mesmo riser. On the rear axle there, it has the rollers on it. It's integrated into your diff cover and the riser. Let's see if I can pull that down and get a better look. There it is.
Yeah.
James asked Jeremy if he's received Vader yet. Bow tie for life for this guy, but he likes Ford too, says Aaron. Thanks, Swoosh. What else? Have any others? Ugly. Do I have another ugly? Do, but I can't think where it's at. Maybe I don't have it built. Pretty sure I have another ugly somewhere. Yeah. Someday I'll actually finish this build.
Which one?
Sliders for the X15s. Yeah. Who is it? Is it Deluxe Fab? Somebody's got one of those the rear diff slider for the X15s. It's a replacement diff cover for the X15s in the rear, and it's got the skids like on the Mesmer.
I can't remember who the hell that was.
I mean, it doesn't have rollers, but it's. I'm thinking it's Deluxe. 3 Flow 9. Thank you, Johnny Lee. Thanks for that. Andy has to like Fords, though. He built them.
Yeah.
He worked on the Ford line back in the 70s, guys. He may very well have touched my truck because I have a 76 F-250 sitting out in my driveway, and Andy was there. He made those. So it's a possibility that his hands had actually been on my truck before.
Were they actually produced out of Detroit? Yeah.
He was on the Ford line, yeah. Sure was. He had one too. He went and bought one. Way back then. So this is my very first ugly AF. And this thing's gone through a lot of development and testing and run and this and that and been modified over and over and over. But yeah, that's a completely hand-built cage out of styrene. And the body is a original Toyota. Modified it. I cut a hole. That's a piece of metal out of Smucker's jelly jar lid that I bent up and shaped into a hood. Pull that off. There's the original chassis. This is the first run number 9 Torque Beast right there.
Number 9.
That's what started the whole thing with me and him sending me 9s. The 9th one out of the run. Full interior with Tommy Chong in there at the moment. Roll cage in there and the whole deal. Just been getting sidetracked for like 4 years on this thing.
Ouch.
Well, there are a couple of pods for your instruments, and you can see they're opened up to the underneath because the way I've got it designed is my ESC can fit right in there, and the light from the ESC will shine through those 2 pods, so it'll look like it's got a couple of gauges. Then the floorboard has been chopped and raised up, and then underneath here I can put my ESC or my receiver. Like I said, I decided to put the ESC. Originally, I had the ESC and receiver saddled, but then I wanted to put a Lizard Pro in, and so I made more modifications again and changed everything, and so that's how we ended up to there. Swoosh was raised in a customized 73 Ford F-150 Ranger with a 429. Oh, you lucky fucker. Michigan Ford Truck Plant, Wayne, Michigan, says Andy. James made his own for the X15. Oh, no kidding, James. Oh, I didn't even see that. I missed it somehow. Thanks, Andy. You've seen this, haven't you? Yes, Jong is hella cool, Swoosh says. Arizona raised on Fords? Yeah. I can remember riding in my dad's Ford when I was little. Swoosh says, Carl and I got married on 420, so the world would celebrate with us. No kidding. I got married on Halloween. Arizona's uncle just sold his 71 Highboy Short 351M. Oh, nice, Arizona. I've got a 76 F250 Highboy with a 360 Ellie. It's got a mild cam, Mallory ignition, Holley Holley carburetor, 4-barrel. What else is on that motor? I don't remember. 513 in the 513 gears in the front. It's got the heavy duty conversion on a Dana 44. So it's 8 lug, but it's a Dana 44. locked rear diff. It's a mud truck sitting on 44 Super Swampers. Denny used to have an 86 Bronco on 35. No shit, Denny. That would have been a cool ride. Fucking Okies really dig them. Ford. Drove it to college. Bad on gas. Yeah, but it was fun. Got to figure that in with your gas prices when you're driving something like that. It's like, well, this is part entertainment. 77 Plymouth Trail Duster. No kidding, Arizona. Well, that would be a cool rig. Because it's, it's pretty rare. I mean, nowadays. I mean, it's not like it was, mass quantities then. Arizona, one of these days, I should make it run again. Right. Yeah, that's why I'm getting rid of my truck. I don't have the physical capabilities to be working on that, dealing with that truck anymore, and I don't have the money. Swoosh said, when it's that fun to drive, gas doesn't matter that much. Right. Especially for us older guys. I mean, like, I remember, all the way up till I was 29, I was paying 89, 99 cents a gallon. I'd fill up. I'd spend $20 and drive all week.
Yeah.
Of course, I wasn't making, but $250, $300 a week. Registers as a Plymouth station wagon. Well, that might save you some money on registration. Swoosh that. That's why part of the reason I went Kia. Warranty and cheap gas. Yeah, well, when gas swung up to $3.50 a gallon, how many of you remember it hitting $5?
Oh, I remember that.
Like 2000, somewhere right in there. Remember, it started in 99. We were at 99 cents a gallon. Then all of a sudden, $1, 10, 20, 30, 50, $2, $2.50. I remember all the truckers parking their rigs on the highway in protest. Carl quit wrenching on real cars. Now he only wrenches on the tiny cars. Right. Yeah, that's me. My mini bikes. Denny says his soul needs to do some rev limiter donuts.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona pumped gas for a few years. He was there the day it went to $1. People were fucking nuts. Yeah. Yeah. For you new guys, here's a little trick. Take your drag link, or actually that's your steering link, and paint it red. Take a little piece of white styrene tube and give it a slit and slip it over.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like you got a stabilizer.
Shot.
Yeah. Just little scale touches we can do.
Now you just got to write on there in red marker.
No way, Andy just found Cheech and Chong Lego. They come with little guitars, $15. They're on the, oh man. You gotta send me that link, Andy. James's dad has a 70 Mach 1 in the garage. You gotta get that out running. Daytime, so that 87 Mustang. Oh, you lucky fucker. Mustang 5.0. That's everything but a gas station. Gas was that high, yeah. Arizona's dad had a 71 Mach 1. That's cool. Denny's had 3 Stangs. Oh, okay. Okay, Andy. I'll have to look that up later. 2 5-0s. Heck yeah, Denny. Arizona said they built it from a bad wreck. Entire front end was replaced. It was very cool, but it 8 transmissions.
Oh.
James also had a 95-0. Daytime, I missed my Stang. Arizona says I could tranny swap that thing in like 15 minutes for a while. So was it just so much power? Is that how you were eating transmissions? Andy had a 69 Roadrunner 383, 4-speed pistol grip, black buckskin interior. That's a wet dream, right?
Yeah.
383. I mean, right?
That's a nice car.
Oh, they were just bad rebuilds. Okay. As far as those transmissions Arizona was talking about. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all black 69 Roadrunner 383, 4-speed pistol grip, buckskin interior. Right? I mean, that's a wet dream described.
Yeah.
I didn't figure you wanted to see or hear me blow my nose.
Yeah.
Aaron said his big toy 84 GMC K15 Sierra on 1 tons, 40s, 454, 456 gears. Wow.
Isn't that what he currently has?
Yeah. He had the 8-track. Andy had the 8-track quad stereo system in there too. that was sweet back then. Arizona had a 67 Dart.
Hell yeah.
Twisted for a Wilkie 273 with as much cam as fit. No kidding, Arizona. Wow. Arizona said, now I have an old man's fast car. What, you got a Porsche? Yeah, Porsche. Aaron also has an 85 Silverado C10. Dead stock Infiniti G37 coupe. I've got a Transit van. 2-seater cargo.
I got an Equinox.
Okay, James. I probably should come right back to you. I'm gonna go check on my dogs here.
Okay.
Arizona said it's nuts how fast stock car can be nowadays. Yeah,
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
happened to limiters, right? Swooshed blames the IVT transmission for how fast they go. Oh no, my Kia will smoke lots of people. I blame the IVT transmission, he said. Okay. 17-second quarters were actually fast on the street in the 80s. Now 6-cylinder cars drop 13. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, the IVT transmission shifts crazy smooth, he says. I kind of quit paying attention to cars probably 25 years ago, really.
Your
Married, no money, you know.
your little black car is pretty damn quick. Or well, it's gray, whatever.
That Sentra, yeah, that
Yeah.
Nissan Sentra. Yeah, it's all right. It's pretty quick, I guess. I don't really drive it that fast. So, I mean, yeah, on the highway, I'll get up to 80 or whatever with everybody else. But like around here, I'm, just cruising along, trying to be incognito. I paid way more than enough money to the damn state in speeding tickets. So. Roush Mustang 600 horsepower numbered car. Oh, no kidding, Arizona. Wow. We had what was it? 06? It was an 06 Mustang. The first year they changed the body style to the retro style.
Yeah.
And it was a GT. And we had it and we didn't drive it a lot. We just kept it in the garage through the winters and stuff like that. And so we were contacted by the Ford dealer 6 months after we bought it. And they were like, hey, there's a speed shop near here, and they designed the prototype for the Roush Mustang chip.
Oh wow!
And they used our car to design the chip, to test the chip and that. And then when the deal was, when they were done, we got to keep that prototype chip in our car, and then they would have their data and could build their chips off of that.
Right.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And we had they gave us all the records, I can't think of the word right.
The dyno printouts?
Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. The dyno printouts and everything. We had a whole book, a ring binder book of pages, all the stuff they'd done. Oh, okay, it was a friend's car. She had a fast car thing. Also had a Charger that was faster than the Mustang. Didn't drive that. So swooshed out, says his first RC car was a Super Champ Tamiya. Trying to think if I remember the Super Champ.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
It kind of rings a bell, but I'm not picturing it. I had a Frog. That was my first
Frog.
real RC. Oh, they're those old Kmart specials that you threw the D-size batteries in.
Yeah.
Tamiya Pre-Runner Toyota was Aaron's first hobby grade.
My
Be right
first
back.
hobby grade was the Team Associated RC10T.
Oh,
First RC car was an Axial SCX 10-2 Honcho. Nice.
now if they just do one on the 24th scale.
Right?
Everybody still wants one.
Okay. Now I got a bumper in the back of it.
Oh. Oops.
Can't wait to build that thing.
What's that?
My C10.
Oh. Aaron put a Hobbywing 1060 in what?
I'm going to be putting the Holmes Hobby
Oh.
brushed motor in my RGT Challenger. Supposedly, when you pair it with the Hobbywing 1080, it's like butter smooth. So that's what I'm going to do. They're only like $14.
For the motor?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Northern California, it says swooshed.
Dave has them here at Crawler Space.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, that's cool that you joined them. Swoosh. She says just started RC a few years ago. The hubby's been doing RC forever.
Nice. Wish Amanda would get into it. I gotta find somebody that has a big enough truck to pull my camper, because I want to take that out to the Gauntlet this year. Take the whole family out there.
Oh.
Because that way I'll leave the gauntlet with 3 new 24 scale crawlers.
Well, just remember to pick your campsite as far as you can from me. You don't want to infect your kids with me. Swoosh said, "Where are you at?" Jason and I are in Michigan.
Yep. I'm in Grand
South
Rapids and he's
Central.
down by Jackson.
Yeah, South Central. Over by MIS, Michigan International Speedway. About 70 miles west of Detroit, give or take. Swoosh says, Beard, guess me having a big truck doesn't help that far away, does it?
Nope.
Not unless you're driving all the way out here. I mean, you know, yeah, that's great. We'll see you. You can pick up Jay and the gang.
I'll tell you what, if you make the drive, I'll put you up here in the house. And me and the family will stay in the camper. Because I'm only like 20 minutes from Walters.
Right. Someday, you never know. I mean, I could win the lottery. Right. Alex said, wish we had that kind of event here in Colorado. You know?
Yeah.
I wish we had them everywhere.
Wait a minute. Oh, they usually do that up in Tahoe area, don't they? Don't they do Axial Fest out that way over in Tahoe, or is that in Colorado?
I don't know. I'm not sure where they do them. There's the Badlands. That's in Illinois, right?
Indiana.
Indiana. Okay.
Yeah.
I mix those two up all the time. Illinois, Indiana. You can't put 2 I states next to each other and expect me to remember which is which.
Yeah, Double A doesn't have any major
Yeah.
RC.
Wish we had more around here too. Says Swoosh. Well, you can't be that far from who's got their main facility in Northern California? Denny
Traxxas?
talks about. No, Denny was going to get a job there. He went and applied there. So, not Traxxas, A-Main or something. Can't remember.
Can't remember either.
And he said, pretty sure Axial Fest is in California. Yeah, but I think that's in Southern, isn't it? I mean,
no,
you know,
I think they have it. I think they have it in Lake Tahoe.
Oh, well, A-Main, that's
So,
right. Okay,
yeah.
so A-Main is in Chico. Okay. Yeah, for those of us this side of the country, we know California is long, but we, you know, other than San Francisco and Las Vegas, I don't know really anything else about where anything is as far as town names.
I think Axial Fest is California, and it's up by Tahoe and Donner's Pass.
Now Jason knows because he drove truck and he was all over there, but
Yeah.
he knows all the towns. Oh, okay. Axial Fest, yeah. Axial by the Fire, I believe, is near Tahoe and Donner Pass, said Aaron.
Oh, okay, that's it.
So you got a whole lot more events closer to you than the rest of us. I mean, if it wasn't for Walter's RC Park and Jeff Walter and them putting together the gauntlet, and I know that it's not somebody else does the gauntlet, but I call it theirs because it's their park.
Yeah.
Without them, nobody else would be doing it anywhere. So,
I think it would be sweet I know it would never happen because of the draw it would bring in, but I think it'd be sweet if Axial Fest was at Walters.
Sure. I mean, yeah, it would be cool.
But I don't think Dave and Jeff want that. I don't know though,
no. I mean,
because
how many people would come to it? Huh?
From what I hear, Gauntlet and Axial Fest are pretty like
Comparable in size?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever get a final number? Did you ever hear a final number on attendance last year? I think it was like 3,000.
I don't know about that. I know the first year I went, they had over 900 entries.
Well, no, I'm talking total attendance.
Right. But 900 entries.
I'm not talking about entries. I'm just talking about because one guy comes with his rig, but he's got his wife and kids, so there's 4 people,
right?
So, but you're only counting 1 registered. So, for some reason, I think it seems like 3,000 is sticking in my head for total attendance last year.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
There was a lot of freaking people there.
Yeah. Yeah, Andy agrees. Beat the Creek is what? Kentucky, Tennessee?
Yes. It's in Kentucky, just across the border from Ohio.
Yeah. Isn't that usually at Tinker Time's place?
No. Tinker Time is out in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Brandon. He goes to Beat the Creek like every year.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking that was one of his events that he put on.
Alex says his wife and himself are in backyard in front of our fire pit, watching you ladies.
Ah.
Hey, if I look like a lady, you got low standards, man.
Looks like a lady.
I'm a pretty ugly lady. Rough voiced and yeah.
I'm the bearded woman. Yeah, there you go.
Although I have known an old lady or two that chewed. Alex said, sounds like D-Day in Oklahoma. What's D-Day?
Yeah.
Frankie said, great place. I guess he's talking about Beat the Creek. Arizona. I swear my hand's moving back and forth 3 inches is me sanding. Promise. That's a good one. Aaron, too much information.
Oh, I hate this chair. I need a new chair.
Thought I lost a frame rail for a second.
This chair squeaks so much. Look at this fat ass cat.
Looks like a dog. Wait, it was just laying there on the bed. It was like, that's why dogs lay on their beds.
That's Bruno's bed.
Alex, even ugly ladies need loving too. Yeah, tell my wife. Not that she's ugly. Oh, okay. D-Day is a huge paintball event based on World War II. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's cool.
I
Yeah.
played paintball one time. I mean, this was back in like 90, 91, I don't know, early 89, something like that. And it was back when the only paintball guns were the pump. You pumped them, pump,
Yeah.
pump.
Yeah, that cat's definitely not sassy. He's lazy.
It's from 97 to 21, says Alex. No kidding.
Well,
That paintball. 24 years? What a good run.
wow.
Too bad it stopped, I guess, I mean, that's a bummer. Can't imagine a lot of these snowflake generation are playing paintball.
Yeah, I know.
Probably why it died out. Yeah, I know what D-Day is, Lachlan. Lachlan says D-Day was the largest seaborne invasion of Normandy in World War II.
Where I lost 2 family members.
Alex said, my wife says put her on.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. That's just what he said. Josh Tyre, what's up, brother?
What up?
Alex started playing in 89. Oh, speaking of the end of World War II, did you see the documents that came out? Argentina released documents. Yeah, Hitler did escape. He went down there. There's pictures of him in 54.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. It's all coming out. Alex said these snowflakes couldn't hang. Yeah.
No,
First paintball to the chest would pretty much put them down, I think. Hell, we were playing with just t-shirts and jeans.
That's what I played.
Yeah, there was.
I still got a T-shirt with freaking pink and orange and green freaking paint splatters all over it that I wore for my cousin's bachelor party.
Oh. Okay, Alex said. He said his wife said put her on, and then he said about needing loving too. Hey, what's up, Liz? Adventures with Liz. We'll catch you later, Swoosh. You guys have a good evening. Hell, what is it? It's only 9 o'clock there. Jeez.
Yeah.
For once, not closing, but still pulled a 10-hour day. Yeah. Welcome to my 20s and 30s and 40s. 10, 12, 14. We had a job one time. This is after I was welder, fabricator, and we built big machines. And we had a machine that absolutely had to go out Monday morning. So they informed us Friday that we had to stay. We got home Sunday.
The longest day I worked, I think, was, I can't remember how long it took me. I basically drove nonstop from Santa Rosa, New Mexico, to Hudsonville, Michigan.
Oh, that's not illegal.
Well, I
said
can't
doing
say
well.
nonstop. I can't
Well,
say
that's-
nonstop. I had to stop for fuel, but that was it.
And pee.
Yeah, well, I did that at the same time.
Yeah. Josh says, doing well. Sorry, I don't get to see the channel as much. Just work all the time. We actually got a place here in Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia. That's
Nice.
called Insane Paintball. Okay. Didn't realize you were in Georgia, Josh. Whereabouts in Georgia?
Better watch out for the devil.
Aaron worked 23 hours straight one time. You know?
He paid me
Arizona. Oh, Arizona says my longest day at work or PTSD? Ah. Arizona, 72 hours driving, deuce and a half. Oof. Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
they don't give you a choice there. What's up, Rob? Corn Freak in the house.
What's up? So we got both of them in the house.
And he said he's not saying hi to everybody. I'm not naming everybody. So you couldn't keep your eyes open. Yeah. I don't remember how many hours that was that weekend. Crazy part was them keeping us that long and then letting us drive home.
Right? Shit.
And yes, I understand that legally they couldn't make me stay, but don't come back to work Monday.
Right.
When he told his captain about waking up behind the wheel that day, they stopped. Yeah. Yeah, I can. 72 hours is an amazing amount of time to be awake. Did you ever see that study the Russians did to see just how long they could keep people awake?
No.
Yeah, I was reading on that thing. I mean, they used both people, keeping them, actively, making sure they didn't go to sleep, but they also had them on drugs and shit to keep them awake. And I can't remember what the, number of days it was, but eventually they got like zombies and they just sat there, didn't, at first like they went through different phases, and they ended up getting to a point where they killed each other. They just went insane and literally just murdered each other with their hands. Arizona said 3 days most people start seeing things. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember all the details, but I remember just what the final effect was. And they just covered it all up and everything. I mean, it was pretty serious.
See you, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, we'll catch you later, Jeremy. Yeah, interacting with people that aren't there. Yeah, that would be fucking nuts. There's guys in Ranger School talk about buddies that try to buy soda pop out of a tree and get mad when it won't work. Wow. Yeah, that would definitely be rough. Rough road in the military. But, you know, they can do what they want. They own you.
I can't remember if that C10 I built had red
But
diff
you guys
covers
do a lot
on
of
it or
health.
black.
Can't remember what? I'm sorry.
I think at one point it had red diff covers on it.
I don't remember.
But I don't think in the picture at Kevin's house it has red diff covers. I think it has black.
Arizona, as far as the astronauts, I believe they actually have, you know, a regular sleep schedule. They're not staying up like a lot of hours. From what I've read, anyway. Sharon's gonna take off.
Bet you nowadays most of that shit's done by computer. All they gotta do is monitor.
Aaron said, everyone have a great night. Take care of yourself. Don't want to hear about any more close calls this week.
Right. Shit.
We might be around the wrong people. Nah, I don't know about the rest. Yeah, I toned it down.
I don't think it really matters that I toned it down. Shit, I work around deathly equipment all day long.
As long as everybody's being professional, it should be relatively safe.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've never worried about, working around dangerous equipment, big machinery, you know, vehicles, all that. Everywhere I've always worked, I knew, you know, who I was working with, and, you know, everybody was on the ball as far as, you know, being safe and doing their job right and everything.
Right.
Never really worried about it too much. And on the rare occasion you do have somebody that shouldn't be in the job, well, then everybody just knows to stay out of their way.
We have one of those guys. We have one of those guys on where I work.
Yeah, well, hopefully they figure it out and get him out of there.
Yeah, I just about killed him one day.
Yeah. Gotta learn. I mean, you gotta watch. Driving big equipment, you gotta know where everybody's at before you move. You know who's around you.
Not according to this guy. According to this guy, it's the laborer's job to watch out.
Well, then he got trained wrong, and somebody needs to straighten him out. Management needs to get on him or pull his license. Because you're in the equipment. It's your responsibility.
That's just like saying the pedestrian walking across the crosswalk is at fault if he gets hit by a car.
Well, yeah, I mean, as long as you're not on the freeway is a different story. I mean, but yeah, in the city, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't be going fast enough that you can't stop when that guy starts to walking. Like in Jackson, there's the main Ave that runs through, and it's 4 lanes, you know, 2 in each direction and shit, and it'll be 35 zone, and you'll see people booking 50 through there. And it's in town, in the city, you know, right in town. And it's like, man, because there's people walking.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, get somebody that ain't the brightest, isn't thinking or whatever, and they step out, that's on you. You're, you know, because they're going to measure those skid marks and see how fast you were going. Like, I saw this video the other day. This guy, like, swung on another guy in public. And the guy that got swung on proceeded to beat the living crap out of the guy. And yeah, he asked for it, you know, fuck around, find out. But we do live in a world of laws. And, you know, yes, you are allowed to defend yourself. Somebody hits you, you can hit them back. But going too far will put you in jail. Like this guy, after he punched the guy like 10 times, and the guy was pretty much out on his feet, he threw him to the ground, and the camera swung, but it was too late. But when it got to the guy, he was laying completely still, like dead still, you know. And I don't think he was dead, but it looked like what probably happened, his head bounced off the curb. So he might have been dead. And regardless of self-defense, that goes beyond.
Man, is this an underdrive? I got a 112 Mofo gear. Is that an underdrive?
112 is 33 under. I can tell you that because I've got all the numbers here. Mofo carries 11 different gears, 5 over, 5 under, and stock.
Well, that means I gotta tear apart my rear axle and take those gears out and put them in the front. I really want to get those toolboxes, those boxes that you have for all your builds.
Oh. Yeah. You mean like that?
Yeah. Now that area in the top, is that big enough to put a C10 body in?
Well, it's not an area in the top. This is actually like a cardboard box.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's what these were, like those nesting boxes. Like I've got one that fits inside this, and then this one fits inside another one.
Gotcha.
Dustin gave me them. He gave me like 3 different ones. He gave me the ones, there were the ones that look like this.
That's cool. I like that one.
And then the toolbox one, and then here's the smaller one of the other set. It was just like that.
Yeah. I need to get at least one of them because, like, I can understand the point now after going through all my builds and building all these trucks that I have. It's easy to keep track of what parts you still have to buy.
Right. Yeah, and that's why I started doing that, so I could get it together. Okay, now this is a full build. Now I'm ready to build.
Yeah. Yep.
So Gucci said, same way with dogs. Don't matter if you get attacked. You got to hold back. Just not let them kill you. Huh. I was not aware of that, Gucci. Thanks. I never really thought about the law with dogs. Brian says, heard at work we had someone in our plant wasn't trained to do lockout tagout.
What?
Ended up killing her and man helping her lost his arm. Very important. Be careful around it. Yes.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's the same way with dogs. Don't matter if you get attacked, you gotta hold back and just not let them kill you. I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't know what the law is on dogs. I never really worried about dogs. Me and dogs always get along. Even dogs were like, I've been somewhere and a dog was, people were tripping, dogs seemed, aggressive or whatever. I walked right up and took control of the animal. Probably stupid, yes. I wouldn't advise it. I do it because I just know dogs, I guess. I'm real comfortable around dogs.
Ooh, shoeboxes would be a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I had shoe boxes. That's what I was using. If you remember way back, Jay, remember I used to have all those shoe boxes?
Yep.
And then Dustin had given me these, so then I ended up starting using these. Yep. These. Oh no, don't have any more shoe boxes. Dog on dog, big dogs always get the blame. That's bullshit, Gucci, because usually it's the little ones that start it with the big ones.
Yeah, I know. But he's just saying that's the way it rolls.
Oh, I know. I know. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just, it's not fair because usually it's the little ones that go after the big one.
Yeah.
So Bill said, I got 3 shoe boxes that are about to get kits. Heck yeah, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Vans boxes rule or Danner boot box. Okay. Never had a pair of Vans.
I did. I used to wear them all the time in high school.
I just had Chuck Taylors.
Vans and I wore Vans and Converses. I still have my last set, my last pair of Converses that I bought in high school.
Yep, Bill Chucks. I had a white pair and then I checkered them. I took a black Sharpie and I did a checkerboard all over them. Chucks were the shoe for like ever. Like in the 70s, they lasted like for 60s, 70s. And then what was it? I think it was Adidas. I think was the first real tennis shoe that came, like sports shoe. It wasn't like Chuck Taylor's or Keds or whatever those were back then. Remember when you could buy them at Fry's frickin' grocery stores for cheap? We don't have those grocery stores here. I don't know where I got my Chucks. Probably at Walmart.
God dang it. I can never figure out a good way to get these bearings out. Ooh, now I did. Of the axle. Got it. Axle shaft.
You probably don't have a bearing tool, do you?
No.
Yes.
No. Said that I do not have.
For those of you who don't know, a bearing tool is it's like a step drill. It's like stepped and it's sized so it fits different size bearings. and you would put your bearing on it, and then you could put it in. But you can also use them to remove. You would slide it into the bearing that's in place, and then you kind of wiggle it around, and it'll loosen it enough to, it'll kind of start to jiggle it, and you can pull back. So, Bill said that's my next order of 3 is axles. What axles you get?
Mofo X15s. Mofo
44s?
44s.
Or we could just go with the old. Well, does he even does Mofo still carry this? I can't remember.
What?
If he's still carrying like the stock brass.
Yeah, yeah, he is.
Stock
I don't know
brass.
if they're in stock, but he still carries them.
There's a fully built stock brass. And here's the other one. .44s and 2 plastic 15s. Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. Like 2 sets?
3.
No, like 2 sets of the 15s.
Yeah, 2 of the 15s and 1 44.
Wow.
That's a Mofo brass right there.
Yep. As is this the one. This is the one that has that busted off screw in it.
Oh, I've been looking for you. I was wondering what happened with this brass CCXRC.
Oh yeah. I forgot he had those.
Can't. There it is. There you can
Yep.
make it out now.
Yep.
You see, I'm gonna put that. I think I'm gonna. Here, I'll show you. I'm gonna swap that onto these Mias ISOs because you see how high that riser comes up.
Yeah.
Well, that ends up bottoming out on the bottom of the chassis there, and then that keeps me up too high. So if
Yeah,
I get-
I'm having that same problem.
So I'm going to swap that with that Tony riser.
I don't think it'll work. The screw holes on the diff are too wide.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's fine. I've got a hacksaw. I will. I'll cut the top right off that thing because I got to lower this down. It's just too high.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I could chop that down.
I'm thinking of taking mine to my belt sander when I get it back.
Do something because I'm just not happy with that sitting that high. My front end, I've got the servo there. It's completely bottomed out against the inside, the underside of the chassis. It's pressed in there.
Jim, you might want to do that before Caleb brings me my sander back. You can hack it off and then sand it smooth with my belt sander.
He's got it.
Oh, he took it. Okay. Is he coming tomorrow?
Coming tomorrow.
Yeah, he said he was going to try to get up here on a Sunday.
Oh, I don't know. No, he took it a couple weeks, whatever, back when you forgot it, he took it then.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I'm going to take it down as far as I can, Bill.
Oh, well, I guess cutting it at a half baked is done past. It's all right. I found something to do, so I'm good.
There you go, Bill. Mofo TRX4Ms with the portals. And Mofo TRX4Ms without the portables.
Nice. Do you still have the only Mofo X15 portals?
No. Sinister 24. Matt's got a set now. He made a set. Yeah. So as far as I know, just he and I.
Nice. I could probably do the same thing. Wait, no. Wait, yeah, I could. Because I got portal. You took the high trail portal boxes, right? And put them
I
on the
took the
X15s?
TRX4M portal boxes.
Yeah.
Off of the Mofo. These are Mofo X or TRX4M axles. I took the portals off this one, put them on my X15s, and then I swapped the X15 innards into these TRX4Ms.
Nice.
Here, Bill says, I should be smart and buy some cheap Amazon axles. But what the heck? You'll be happy with the Mofo is all I can tell you, man.
Yes.
I love my stuff.
Can't go wrong with a set of Mofos.
Yeah. These are bad mothers.
Unless, of course, you get in trouble by the wifey.
Still a bit wider than stock, right? Well, let's see. Shit's falling everywhere. So that's my TRX4M high trail. So, nope, they are identically the same width. If you look kingpin to kingpins,
Yep.
same width. After you take the portals off. So I was wrong about that that monster truck body that I picked up for the TRX4M, that MT body that I found. It didn't have the lights in the roll bar.
Oh, that sucks.
No, it doesn't, because I have the lit roll bar that I was going to put in that.
Yeah.
So I'll just put it in the blue body. So Josh wants to know, what is everybody's favorite small scale crawler these days? I finally got an Ascent 18 and he loves it.
Yeah. I think that's one of my favorites. It requires the least amount of work out of the box.
Bill said Lori is grooving on hers between the Mofo portals and the TBX. Oh, Torque Beast X. She doesn't know I'm holding a brushless gear for the Traxxas 2-speed back. Yeah, let her get used to that. Gucci enjoys the 18 on a stock motor with 3S. Bill said he doesn't have an Ascent yet, but that'll be fixed next month. Cool.
Nice. So how many people out there are like me, where you know how they got the two different style screws? They got more of the, I don't know, squared off head, I guess, the like non-pan head type screw.
Socket head.
Yeah.
That's called a socket head. Yep.
And then you got the wide ones that come stock in the axials, right?
The button head.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, I can't mix match on a build with screws. They all have to be.
Yeah. I'll match my screws, but you know, I mean, I have thousands of screws, so
Yeah.
I have a whole screw kit right there. That whole thing right there is all sizes. I got 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, and that's in pan head or socket head. And I also have the same assortment in stainless steel.
Yeah.
So Josh said he moved all the stock electronics and put a set of 1.3 meat claws on it, and it's killer. Meat claws. You mean meat claws? You actually have a set of meat claws? No shit. Nice,
No
Josh.
shit.
Well, he said
Oh,
meat
yeah.
claws. I assume that meant, he meant meat claws.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Not many people have them.
No.
Oh, swamp. Oh, okay. Okay, swamp claws. Oh, no. Gucci said swamp. Oh, I got dogs barking. I'll be right back.
And I just put 44 millimeter Swamp Kings and 1552 Ghosts on here for High Trail board. Nice. Josh. Yeah. I'm just a little OCD.
So you know how I was having trouble with those coyotes?
Yeah.
I think they moved. I think they had pups or whatever and moved on
Oh, really?
or something. It was like a little over a week ago. They had like this big, like, you ever heard coyotes go off in the spring?
Yeah.
It sounds like the gates of hell have opened.
Yeah.
I heard that back in my woods, I don't know, a week, 2 ago. And I ain't seen them since. And now the deer are back back here, and they're bedding down again.
Nice.
So I think those coyotes have moved on because I haven't seen one back yet. Josh said, I use whatever screw works. I'm cheap. Okay. Yeah. Swamp claws. Okay. Would have been cool if you had meat claws. Bill just put 64 millimeter Swamp Kings, 1552 Ghosts on his High Trail Ford. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The 1552s are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Those are the rims from LGRP.
Yeah.
And Bill said some of the wheel sets I've got would definitely look better with black screws. Right. Yeah. When I got the 5-year here, the UPWs come with these brass rings, and it comes with a set of the stainless screws from Mofo. But I swapped them all out for black ones. And yeah, that's 64 little screws I had to come up with right there.
Jiminy.
Now you got 16 per rim. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that too. like on these ones, I like the contrast. So like
Oh yeah,
I did the opposite.
right. Exactly. I've got. Where are they at?
But at the same time, like I didn't want to get rid of like the black hole
Yeah.
like in the middle. So like the middle screws are black yet. Yep.
Yeah. What do you got? Where are they? Those are my UPWs. Here's one set.
Yeah.
These cutters.
Yeah, I like those.
Josh says, how I make my own links with the axles, you can bend the hell out of the stock links. A little bit of aluminum foil and a lighter. Yep. Yes, you can. I've done a few sets back a while ago. Now I make my own links this way.
Oh, I just remembered something. Ow, ow. Okay. I gotta figure out how and where to mount this on a freaking. I want to put it right here on the bedside.
What about on the tailgate?
Could put it on the tailgate.
Just a thought. You can go on Amazon and they have the More Lordy links for the 24s. And this is the offset. You can see how the head is leaned over. Here, let me get it. Or you can get them where they're straight on. These are sized for the 1.4 screws, so they fit properly. And then you can order these up, get 100 of them for $10. These are chromoly steel, so when you grind this or cut it, you're not going to find a different colored core. This is chromoly steel. It's chrome all the way through.
Yeah.
And what they are is they're like Tonka toy type push truck axles shafts. So they're pretty sturdy. I'm flexing it a little, but it don't like to, it takes some effort to bend it. And so I can bend them up, whatever shape, cut them to whatever length. Put those. I've got those are 2 millimeter in size. So you take a 2 millimeter die and you can cut threads onto them, and then you just screw them into your More Lordy pivot ball ends there, and you make your own links.
Yeah, I kind of like the top of the hood idea.
Josh said he bought a $17 set of 1.3s off Amazon. Can't remember the brand. They work amazing. There's a lot of good tires out there, man. If I had to choose a set of 1.3s, boy, that'd be tough. It's between like the Endura XHX pin or the Klingon. Those are my two picks for the 1.3 tire. Those are, I don't know, 70 couple. I'm not sure what their outer diameter, but they're 1.3 rim. I guess I could measure them. No, where's my book? My tire guide. Where's the Endura? Yeah, there we are. Claw pin. Klingons. Klingons are 70 mil. And the XH pin is 72 millimeter.
Damn, those are some big tires.
Yeah. Well, 1.3 rims, I'm guessing you're going to be using it on an 18th scale, or at least an 18th scale wheelbase, which is your Gladiator wheelbase.
Well, even these 70 mils that I got from Hobby Soul, like I put them on my Scout, and they're too big for my Scout.
Right. Well, the Scout, being that it's more scale with, I mean, if you were going to chop that up, it'd be different, but it's so scale, full bodied. Right.
Kevin gave me another BSME.
Oh, no kidding.
A brass
Well,
one
that's good.
too.
Cool. That's always a good thing to get. Anybody that doesn't know, the BSME is the best servo mount ever.
Yep. Boing.
Here's well, that's the brass, and this is the aluminum, and that's how you'll know the difference. I almost dumped my whole tray of BSMEs. These posts are adjustable. You have 4 positions.
No, I can't use this one.
Why's that?
Because it's meant for the X15. Look.
Oh, it is. That's an X15. Oh, you got X15s, don't you?
Yeah. I don't have the hardware set to them, so I can't use them.
Look how old this aluminum BSME is. Take a look at those posts.
Yeah.
Those are the 3D printed posts. For the longest time, he had 3D printed ones. Now you got the full aluminum ones. There's an aluminum one right there.
That's a
beautiful. Oh. Huh.
No, but I know his brother who.
Did you say you do have an X15 to put those on? Put that on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I don't like him. Brother who?
Oh, no shit. This ramp crab has two
Go ahead. Oh, Bill said, I wonder if Nick would sell pieces of the offcuts after parts are cut for us to use as frames and whatnot in our mini shops. I don't know. I could suggest it. Or if you just wanted to hit him up, I mean, send him an email or hit him up on Messenger even. Bill said tire rack frame made from link cutouts would be really cool. It would be kind of cool. That's a great idea. I never thought of that. Yeah, you know what, dude? I'll mention it to him. I know that he is like maximizing his space on those. I mean, every square inch he's cutting some, he's got lots of different stuff, so he can program it, hey, put all these in, and then these blank spaces, put this there. And so he's maximizing what he's got left. I have no idea, but could you try and remind me, if I don't remember to look into this, maybe remind me on Monday, on Mofo Monday maybe, and we'll work on that and see what if I can talk to him. Okay, Josh's Ascent doesn't have fenders, so the 1.3s are a good fit. Yeah, well, on that truck, it's not like the Scout. That's a comp style build. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do, man. I mean, yeah, if he's got scrap and you guys would be interested, I don't know. We could look into it.
So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but his ramp crab servo mount has 2 holes in it for different length.
Height. Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Seems so thin.
Oh, I know. Oh, some bitch.
He broke it.
No, I forgot to put the freaking ears on before I put it on the axle.
I hate that. I'm not laughing because I'm laughing at him. I'm laughing because I know I've done this. Yeah, Bill says, did you see the all new tires Mofo is listing now? I even hate to say it, but yeah, he's got those new ones from LGRP, the gripper. What is it? I can't remember the new grippers.
Yeah.
Bill said he's got a Samix mount sort of like that on his kid's truck. Yep. After Nick came out with the BSME, it didn't take long for everybody and their brother to start copying it right down to the brass one.
Yep.
But Nick did come out with that style mount before anybody else. That was his design. And then there's lots of, takes on it, but they're all basically the same. Bill said his wheels are coming. And wheels are coming. What wheels? Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of LGRPs and he's got those new grippers. I really want to get a set, but I don't have any money. Because that would actually be my 100th tire. That's why I need to get that one. Because currently I have 99 sets. Different sets of tires. My latest one I got, the 99th, were the 57 millimeter Trench Kings from LGRP. My 98th set or the RC 4-wheel drive Mudslinger 0.7s.
Oh yeah, those tiny ones.
Look at those cute little guys.
I still would like to build like a die-cast vehicle with tiny ass tires as close as I could get that come on a toy.
I'm in the process of buying because Nick he had every RC 4-wheel drive 0.7 tire in stock. One of them is out of stock now, and I missed it, but he'll restock it. But I'm gonna get every one of those 0.7 tires just because I think it'd be cool. I don't even have the truck here; it's upstairs. That chassis that David Thompson sent me that I'm putting that Toyota model body on, I'm going to do that one all up in scale. So I'm going to use those 0.7 tires with that.
Hell yeah.
That's it. Arizona, the 0.7s. He's got all of those. I'm sure he's probably got Rock Locks, which are the 48s from RC 4-wheel drive, the 1-inch rim, 48 millimeters.
I just put those on. Yep.
That would be probably the next smallest tire that you could get. And I believe he has that in stock. He's got a lot of them. I'm pretty sure he has the Rocklocks. Hey, tire. No. That's the right one. Here. So that's the 1-inch rim Rocklocks.
Yeah.
Anybody out there know what rim that is?
That is one of the original Mofo rims.
It sure is. It's the V2.
Hell yeah.
This was the first, the V1 Mofo rim.
Yep.
And I know you guys have seen a lot of them that look like this, but if you look in the center of the spoke there, that like divot, and it actually goes to a point as it gets to the outside. Whereas the other ones you've seen like this just have a parallel lined stripe.
Yeah.
And I've got examples of those somewhere around here too. And then this was the V3 Mofo rim.
Yep.
39 millimeter CPEC or Mickey's. Yeah, I think those 0.7s might be like that size. My calipers out here. So yeah, these 0.7s are 39 mil. And I think I've got some Dick CPEC 0.7 rim. Here, let me look. Oh no. Drop that tire. Yeah. Oh, super swampers. Not have those Dick CPECs. I thought I got the Dick CPECs. Huh. So, and you can get 3D printed rims from Nick for these 0.7s. They are really nice. And that's just the standard rim, or you can get a dually. And so, yeah, these are the Super Swampers. Let's see if I can get that. And there you go, Super Swamper. And then these are the Mickeys right here. Swamp, or what are they? Baja Claw. The Baja Claw.
Yeah.
And the 0.7 rim. Yeah, but he does have the Dick CPECs. I swore I had gotten those, but maybe not. Yep. Yep, Bill, those are the smallest ones you can get. Bill said long wheelbase, small tire cast, body call out. Well, and see, like, these aren't all the same size. Like, these Baja Claws are clearly smaller than those Super Swampers. Quite a bit shorter, actually. Line them up flat. Oh, what size are those? Let's measure that. That's pretty tiny. That's what she said.
My first build box.
Okay, those are 39. So the Super Swampers are what? 41. 41.29.
So I've been debating, Jim, on this C10
I don't
build.
remember that. What?
On this C10 build I want to build.
Yeah.
So technically, my first C10 was not a C10. It was a C10 body mounted on a deadbolt chassis.
True.
Should I build it that way, or should I just build a C10?
Well, I guess the question would be, what are you going for? Are you going for a C10 or are you going for nostalgia of the original?
Nostalgia.
Well, then you kind of got to go with the deadbolt, right?
Yeah.
So, Arizona Bill is proposing long wheelbase, small tire, cast body, call out, stock radio, motor, and tranny. Let's not make it easy. Well, that'd be a tough run. This small of a tire with a die cast body, and then stock radio and transmission. Stock
That's
radio,
what
motor, and transmission. I mean,
That's what I want to do.
Oh, okay. Well,
I want to build an die cast to as close to the same like specs as the toy, like tire size and all that shit.
yeah. Well, that's what he's. Yeah. I think you're probably going to be hurting when it comes to stock motor, Bill. Moving a die cast. I mean, it'll work for a while, probably, but like if you're gonna run it at all, or if you're gonna actually crawl it, yeah, you'll kill that motor just with the weight. But I mean, if it's just okay, everybody build one and show them and blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, no problem. But longevity wise, yeah, that motor's just not gonna hold up to that die-cast body.
Nope. I should know.
And like I said, as long as she chokes on it. That was 1 minute ago, and I'm not sure what that. I'm not sure what he meant. Oh, okay. Maybe he was talking to Let's Not Make It Easy. Okay, I think that's what he was saying. Because Bill said, let's not make it easy. And then Alex said, as long as she chokes on it. Ha ha ha. All right, now I understand. I lose the thread of the conversation sometimes. Arizona said, I bet it would be a bitch to crawl. Yeah. Well, it'd be like taking your stock truck out, and I mean, kind of, because even, these tires, I mean, okay, that's, what size did I say? 39 mil. That's actually kind of bigger than your stock truck tire. What is a stock tire? Like, say, what was the diameter on your tires on your Ford?
275.
That tells us nothing about inches, man.
No, well, that's the measure. I don't know. They're like a 33.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was after, is just a rough estimate of what a stock size. So these would still be like, say, 6 inches bigger than a stock tire,
Yeah.
technically. So, and then these super swampers, even being a little bigger, they're 41. So that's roughly like a 41-inch tire.
But that was also on a 1 ton. Most half tons are way smaller.
And there you go. So 31 in the 70s, says Bill. Okay. So yeah, I mean, there we go, guys. So even these tires would not be stock sized. But I mean, I couldn't see anything smaller than this. I mean, come on.
I love it.
I mean, that's like that big. Our stock SCX tires work out to like 35. Depending. Yeah, the Jeep ones are even bigger.
Yeah, they're like a 40, I think.
40, 41. So yeah. The C10s were the smallest.
Yep.
And they were still huge compared to a stock tire. Great part about these is they're just press on. You can just pop it under.
Yeah, that's what I like. I got those LGRP press-on ones. I love them for tire testing.
I don't have them. Yeah, that's just the singular. That's a dually. The puppy says it's smoke break time. Let me pee, damn ya. Jeff Brown, what's up? He said, still going?
Yeah.
At least at the moment. I don't know how much I got left.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point too. I'm just gonna finish organizing my drawer here.
Pretty wore out. Oof.
Damn, these tires are huge. They're so big.
That's what she said?
Mhm.
Yeah, when I've been ordering those 0.7s, I've been ordering 6 of them at a time, 3 packages because they come in packs of 2.
Oh yeah.
And then I get a full set of the singular rims, and then I get a set of dualies too. That way I can do 4, or I could do one with a dually in any of the tires. Working on getting all of the 0.7s. Frankie asks, where do you get a tap that small for links like a 2.5 and a 2 millimeter? Tap or die? Because the tap is what goes in the hole. A die is what cuts, like a rod cuts threads onto a rod. Not talking down, just trying to explain terminology so you know what you're looking for when you go to get it. You can get them on Amazon. I was going to show you, but mine's upstairs. You get this little set. It's like about, I don't know, 6 inches by 3 inches or something. It's a little case, and it will have all your die or all your taps lined up. What do they run from, like 1.1 millimeter up to like a 2.0 or 2.5? Give me 1 second. I'll run up and grab it.
Whoa, wrong door. I think I might actually have all the parts I need to build this C10 now. Especially if I use bolt links.
Now, these will come in totally different names. I mean, like this one says Gavin, but I've seen the exact same set with different names. And so you have all your different sized die or taps right there. And then these are all your dies. And you run from 1 millimeter, 1.1, 1.2, 1.4, which is the one we're concerned with most. 1.6, 1.8, 2.0, 2.2, and a 2.5. And then you will have all the dies to match. I don't really use that. I do when it comes to doing the dies, of course. But it comes with the attachments to use this with your taps. I use a pin vise. That's a 1 millimeter drill bit. And so I will drill the hole with that, and then I'll hit it with the tap. And that leaves me enough material to bite my threads into. Probably too much. I probably should be running like a 1.1 or maybe even a 1.2. Yeah, 1.2 would be way too thin, I think. I just go with 1 inch. That way it guarantees me I get good thread. Frankie said the smallest he's got is a 3 mil right now in his set. Right. Yeah, you can get this on Amazon. Just like, I'm not sure exactly. I can't remember how I looked it up. Probably micro tap and die set, and it should look just like this, man. I think they're probably all from the same company. I've seen, like I said, 3 or 4 different ones, different name, but it's identical. They all look just like that. And then pin vices, there's, I don't know, there's so many different styles and whatnot. This is just kind of an older school style. And what they do is this part, this cap rotates. So you would place that in your palm, and then you can turn it like that while pressing. Right, die. Okay, Frankie. Yes, yeah. And like I said, this comes in tap and dies. And they're all matched. You know, you've got for every one of these, you got one. So yeah, you have three taps and 3 dies. I mean, 9 taps and 9 dies.
So I officially only need 1, 2 items to complete My C10 build.
What do you need? 2 items? What 2?
I need the C10 front grille, and I need the rims, the wheels that I had on it in the picture.
Okay.
They're those mag wheels that we like.
Are you talking these?
No. The all chrome ones, the like 80s style freaking.
Oh. These?
Yes. Yep.
That is straight out the 80s too. I mean, I remember that room on cars. I think I even had that set of rooms.
Yep, that's what I need.
Oh, you can order like a die, an individual die. I did actually. This is an individual one. I bought an extra one when I assembled my link set. Frankie, are you on Facebook? Are you on Messenger? Can you reach out to me on Messenger? I mean, this face, my hair's down. Rock Wolf, you'll find me. If you do hook up with me, then I can go ahead and give you more information directly, maybe even send you some links or whatever. I could send you the link for those rods and whatnot. Any of you, if you need to know something and you want to contact me, I mean, just hit me up. Okay, Frankie said, I have a couple of them. I went to school for a machinist. Ah, very cool, man. I'm talking up to you. You obviously know more than I do if you're a machinist. I've machined, but I am not a machinist. I know how to machine, but I don't know what you know. There's a far cry from me, you and I. I'm a fabricator. I weld, cut. I do it all, but I don't do machining at your level. Yeah, I'm feeling that fever roll back up. I'm getting hot.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna call it. Yep.
So Bill said, "What? Dub V talking about going way old school, just smashing the ends of his links flat and through holing them. That would be one way to do it. There.
Yeah.
Like my this is my whole custom link kit I assembled stuff, and so like one way of doing this is you could buy these rod ends like I showed you, like these. They're more Lordy on Amazon, and you could get threaded rod. This is 2mm threaded rod, all thread, and then you would take like brass or aluminum tubing, and you would sleeve over your rod. Yeah, kind of like a condom. And then you would then butt your link up tight. And that's one way. Like I said, you can go with these chromoly rods, and these are really strong. And I can show you a set I've made. So I made all these links, all 4 of these links you see here. And so sometimes you run a straight, other times you have the offset. And I ran these around so that they're on the outside of the frame there. And then I made the short ones for the front. And then those, I used a brass all thread for those super shorties up top. And of course, I'm a gadget guy and shit. So the way I actually bend those rods is I was looking and I found this tool. It's for jewelry making to actually like make rings. And let me switch up my camera here. And so there you go. And so it's a full set of dies, and you have you can see this moves like that. So you would put that in there, and what is that? That's 22. So here's a 22. And boom. And so what I did is I actually took one of those rods and I bent every one of the different forms into it, back and forth. And then you have a 60 and a 90 right there. So I even put that 60 and 90 bend in that. Just so I had a reference so I can look and see the different sized bends that I have available to me. And that's how I bend those.
Oh, we lost him. I wonder if his phone died. Jim, come back. Did he just put himself backstage? I wonder. Nope. Come back, Jim. Come back. He booted himself. I think his phone went. Oh, there he is. Boom.
I gotta switch that camera back. Yeah, I was going to switch the camera back and I hit goodbye.
Hell yeah.
No problem, Frankie. Like I said, if you need to hit me up directly, go ahead and hit me up on Messenger. This face, my hair's down. Yeah, here. Like that.
Yep.
And
He looks like
Rockwell. So
He
if
looks
you need
like Vigo.
anything, Vigo. The Carpathian. Ghostbusters 2.
Yep.
So yeah, I can get you the links for Amazon for pretty much all that stuff.
Hell yeah. Well, alrighty, guys. I'm going to wrap this one up.
Wrap it up.
Yep.
Take it. Wrap it up. Fabulous Thunderbirds, anyone? There's a question, trivia question. Who was the leader of the Fabulous Thunderbirds related to?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, come on. You know who it is. you know who the brother is. He's
I know,
very
but I
famous.
don't.
He's very famous.
I can't. I have no idea.
I'll give you guys a 20 count. If nobody answers, I'll tell you. I'm expecting Bill to answer this one. Yeah, Donna got it. Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, I would have
Nope,
never guessed
not
that.
Huey Lewis, Bill. Yeah, it was Stevie Ray Vaughan. It was his brother that started the Fabulous Thunderbirds.
Nice.
You know.
Heck yeah. Alrighty.
Thanks, guys, for
Time to go
hanging
to
out,
bed.
putting up with us.
Heck yeah. We will
guys have a
see
good
you
one. We'll
all
catch you
next
later.
one. Next weekend is the Misfits.
Peace.
Peace.
Chicken grease, Andy.